Let's make a custom Christmas stocking. Here is the biggest tip of all. I went to DG and got this stocking for $1. I used it as a template on all of my stockings. It's the cheapest pattern I've probably bought. Go ahead and mark around it and make sure you're making 2 cuts of each side. So I'm using the fabric folded in half so that I have 2 cuts. If not, you're going to have to flip your pattern. Now go ahead and do the same with the batting so that you have 2 pieces of batting. To get the fur cut, I cut the top part up so that I could place it on my fabric and cut the piece to match that spot. Okay, something important that I didn't do. If you're not going to use a decorative stitch along the bottom of that blue piece, then you need to fold it over and under so that the raw edge is hidden. Then place it on the batting and go ahead and make your quilt lines. I did every 2 inches and I randomly started across my stocking. Do it however you want or don't do it at all. Go ahead and mark both pieces so that you are ready to quilt. And then it's time to start on the lines. I usually try to pick the center line and then move out. But go ahead and sew all one direction and then finish off the other direction. Do this to both pieces. Take your small piece of fabric and fold the ends towards the center so that you create a strap. Just watch how I did it above. And then sew both sides of the strap so that we can have a structured piece. Go ahead and set that piece to the side. Now we are going to take our inner fabric or our lining fabric and we're going to place it right sides together on top of the stocking and straight stitch along the top of the seam. We are basically trying to cover the raw edge on the top of our stocking. Now go ahead and open it up. Once you have it opened up, you're going to take your little strap piece and you're going to place it inside of the stocking and pin it. Don't forget to sew the top stitch on both sides and then place both pieces right sides together and pin it or clip it in place. Then once you have it all together, you are going to sew all the way around, leaving a gap in the lining for turning. I used about a 1/4 inch seam, and then if you need to cut your batting beforehand, go ahead, but I was able to see through the batting and sew along that. Now take the pinking shears and clean up all the way around the stocking. This gives it a better form when you turn it. And do the famous flip it right side out. Take your time. Once you have it flipped all the way right side out, we need to make sure to close the hole in the lining. So just straight stitch across this hole. And last but not least, let's finish out the stocking by doing a top stitch all the way around the top edge. This gives it a nice professional look and keeps the lining in place. Now, if you folded over your blue piece on the bottom and sewed it down like that, you are good to go and your stocking should be done. But if you're like me and you wanted to do a decorative stitch around the bottom part of this blue piece, then we have one more step to do. Make sure that you are pulling the material completely out in this circle or you will make it scrunch too much on the inside. So I'm making sure that my material is just all the way pulled to the edges when I rotate around this. And then you're done. Good job. Happy sewing.